Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Scotty's Toolbox, where we look at cool and interesting tools. Sometimes they're unusual, sometimes they're cheap, sometimes they're just something that caught my eye. And this is something that caught my eye while I was trolling through tool websites and stuff like that, and I thought, I have never even seen them before. I did not know they existed. And at first glance, you'll be like, Scotty, what are you even talking about? Because we've all seen crow's foot spanners or crow's feet attachments. We've seen them before, but these are not your normal crow's feet attachments. These are ratcheting crow's feet attachments. Yeah. When I saw it, I went, how the hell does that work? And they do work. So, I mean, we've got sizes here from 10 mil up to 19 mil. And basically it has a little one-way spring-loaded catch in there that allows you, and it gives you a direction arrow to work against. So basically you would be, tightening something up. And when you're tightening, when you're doing it up, that locks in place. And when you go to undo, or when you go to back it off, the little spring-loaded clip pushes in, allows you to ratchet onto your item, your bolt, your nut, whatever you're undoing. Now, crow's feet spanners are just amazing things. They are the perfect, just getting in behind. I love them for like turbo housings are really bad for it. Like to get in onto a, say you need to clock an exhaust flange or a turbine housing around a little bit. Sometimes you just can't get a spanner or a shifter or anything, a socket. You just can't do it. And these are great for that. Another one is transmission lines, especially hard transmission lines on like your old, say a Turbo 700, Turbo 400, anything like that, where you got to get up there. You can't get a spanner because there's not enough room to get your hand and a spanner up there. So you get your extension bar and you get a crow's foot on there, and you just like get the right angle. You slide it on over the pipe, and you just like crack it loose. And once you've cracked it loose, most of the time you can get up there and just unwind it by hand. But it's the cracking it loose part is always a drama. With something like this, with the ratcheting attachment, in many cases, if it's just a little bit more than finger tight, you'll be able to just like work it back and forth to undo that fitting. I think they're an amazing thing. And as I said, I didn't even know ratcheting crow's feet spanners existed. And these ones are from Gearwrench, all right? So they're going to be pretty decent quality. And once I saw them, I found them on the Gearwrench website, just looking through, and I checked all the major retailers. None of them had them in stock. Norva Tools had them in stock, though. So our next-door neighbours at Carnage had them in stock, and so I walked in next door and went, have you got this part number? And they looked it up and like, we've got it. So here I am with myself some ratcheting crow's feet spanners. So I'll go over to the engine block over here and I'll show you how they work. For the purposes of this exercise, we're going to show you on this engine block here, but you can just pretend this is, a bolt hidden up in a hard to get place, all right? I just want to show you how this ratcheting function works. Now, these are 3/8 drives, so I've got a 3/8 extension bar on a 3/8 ratchet there. These are all Gearwrench items. 90-tooth ratchet, so quite fine. I do like these 90-tooth Gearwrench ratchets. But yeah, all right. Now, there is a direction arrow on this, if you can see. So that's showing that we're going, direction of turn is going to be anti-clockwise. So we're going to be undoing it. And we're going to be working on this. We've got a 14 mil here, working on what is, I believe, a 9/16. But if we put it on there, we can turn it to undo, and then we can rock back and it slips, you know, pushes the little nub up, and then the same deal. Now it's already becoming finger tight, but you can see what I'm doing. So there we have it, the Ratcheting crow's foot spanner. Now I'll just try and show you the spring-loaded nub with the screwdriver. So you can see it pushes back in. I don't know if that's in focus. Yeah, it looks in focus. So it pushes back, but then you go the other way and it locks up. Now these ones also have the straight ends on them. Sorry, getting the screwdriver on the road. Straight ends so they can slip straight over, which is handy. There are two types of crow's foot. Well, now 3 types, I guess, if you count the ratcheting. You have the encapsulating crow's foot, which kind of wraps around. They're handy in that, you know, they won't strip or slip, but they're also a little bit harder to get on to your bolt or nut in question. Where if you've got the straight ends, if I'm going to have one set of crow's foot, I'm going to have ones with straight ends, because then you can slip them straight on the end of the nut or bolt in question. And if I'm going to have one set of crow's feet, I'm going to get ratcheting ones because, yeah, that's handy. I have 3 sets of crow's feet spanners. I have the encapsulating, I have straight, and I have now these. So yes, I've done this the wrong way around. But they're available from Gearwrench. I got them from Norva Tools. They only cost, trying to remember the price, it was over 100, but less than 150. So not too crazy in price in terms of tools. So yeah, if you're looking for that extra capability, ratcheting crow's feet from Gearwrench.